Hello dear friends, welcome to another weekly vlog. We are still here in the beautiful nature of Romania. Here you see behind me the castle of Peles. Is really super beautiful. And today in this video I want to talk to you about ways that self-love can help us change our life to the better. Stay tuned and I will talk to you soon.
I'ma just lay back and crack this window.
So the simple fact is when we love ourselves, we feel good. We have a very positive look towards our life, towards ourselves, and we feel good. And when somebody feels good about himself, about his life, about everything, he has a positive direction to everything, a positive outlook to everything. So when we are in this state, we naturally start having creative, bright ideas, bright thoughts, bright feelings. And you may be thinking how this can help us change our life. So it can help us because when we are in this kind of creative flow, we naturally start wanting more beautiful things because we start realizing that this is good, this is great, this is how we should be directing ourselves to. And we naturally start creating very beautiful plans and goals. So when somebody feels good, when somebody loves himself, he will naturally create plans to better his life. He will always start thinking creatively and new creative ideas will come to him. And when we have plans, this is the most important thing. This is helping us to change, because in order to change to the better, you need to have some kind of plan in order to move to something new. And plans means new things. Okay, so the first way that self-love can help us change our life to the better is because when we love ourselves, we start naturally having plans to better our life. And these plans are not like obligations, something we have to do, but it's something that it comes naturally to us. We want to do it because it comes from creativity. It's a creative approach. Also, when we are in this creative flow and we have beautiful plans, what this brings us, the second thing that I want to tell you, is that we naturally want to share our good state. We want to share it with other people. And when somebody feels good, always he's searching for cooperations, for friendships, for to communicate with other people. You will be surprised that you want to be more alone and isolated when you don't feel very good. And when you feel good, creative, you want to share your state with the world. How this changes our life, how this helps us? Well, when we are cooperating and we are exchanging our energy with the world, with other people specifically, this is a very big boost to our creativity, to our confidence, and changes our point of perception, which helps us to change our life. Because one of the best ways to see new things and to see the old things differently is through your relationships, through our relationships. So by learning to cooperate and incorporating in our lives the approaches and the opinions and the ways other people look at things, this helps us very much to evolve. So self-love will help you very much to open yourself to the world and to create better relationships that will help you enhance your life much further.
Taking a moment to rest, feeling stressed out. Give it a good. I put that on God when it gets hard. I stay on my job like no days off. So you.
And another thing I want to tell you, another way that self-love enhances our life and helps us to change, is that when we love ourselves, we are very open to criticism. This is very key because one of the best ways to change your life to the better is to accept some constructive criticism and to see new opportunities in your life, that some things you could do better. Constructive criticism, even sometimes if it is negative, can help you very much. Negative in the sense that you could perceive it as negative. Even if the other person has, let's say, negative wish to offend you, he can tell you something that he can see it is true, or she can see it is true in you, but this person could tell it to hurt you. But if you have self-love and you don't feel offended, you can even from negative, truly negative criticism find truths. And you can see, oh, yes, it is true. This, I'm not doing so well. Thank you very much, you will say to this person, and you can actually use even the negative criticism to change your life. But the most important thing, key to achieve this, is to not feel offended when somebody is criticizing you, negatively or positively. And this is like very difficult for the majority of people who actually feel offended when they are criticized. Learn to search for criticism. Learn to do this as a practice. Also, this is a very big practice to work with your own self-image and your ego. Because self-criticism exactly hits us in this point that hurts us most. To feel shamed and offended. Yes, this is why criticism is so hard to be accepted. Because we feel it is like against our sense of self. But the sense of self is the root also of all ego. So, by specifically allowing yourself to receive criticism, you become able to have a more light view and opinion about yourself, which will help you be more flexible and change. The number one reason why it is hard to change is because we are very rigid in our opinion about ourselves.
Pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter. I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey. Already got the world on me. Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter.
Now the question is, how is possible self-love to be opened inside of you and to be achieved? Because this is maybe one of the most difficult things for someone to have in his life, to actually love himself. I will give you one tip. One of the practices that I was doing for a long time, and I suggest for you also to do, is the practice of finding the situations in your life that you feel ashamed about yourself. Because self-love is the opposite of shame. Anytime you feel shamed about any situation, about yourself, about who you are, about what you are doing, this is like taking away self-love from you. So find situations that you would feel ashamed to be yourself, to do something, and try to break this fear. In our academies, we have many practices in which we are doing this. We are putting ourselves in a situation that normally we would feel like self-conscious and shame. Like, for example, shooting videos openly here where people are around. When I started shooting videos like this, of course, it is a moment where like you attract attention and people are looking at you. And of course, in the beginning, I was feeling intimidated that people are listening to what I'm saying in the video or watching me doing this, and everyone's eyes are on me. And by doing this again and again, I managed gradually to relax and to accept that what I'm doing is good. Of course, some people would feel a little bit jealous, others would make some jokes from time to time, others would just pass next to me and look to me weird and so on. Others would sit next to me and try to hear what I say, which was also sometimes I would talk about intimate spiritual things, and this would also make me feel a little bit weird, people to listen to some personal development things, other people would laugh and so on. But actually this is amazing practice to observe yourself, to realize why you have shame, and to make steps towards self-love. This will help you also to be more free in your expression, to open for yourself the ability to communicate, as we said, and to feel more creative. This obstacle to feel shame about who you are and what you are doing is something that you have to overcome. It is a very basic thing. I invite you to our academies, to work together towards the purpose and goal of loving ourselves much, much more. This is what I wanted to tell you in this video about self-love and why it is so important. Work your way to arrive to self-love, to self-appreciation as you are, to overcome shame, because this will give you the best chances for you to change your life towards the dreams that you always wanted. It is part of the path to manifestation. In our school we teach this very much as like one of the central keys to arrive to manifest your dreams in life, is to be able to share your dreams easily, without shame, without fear, with the world, without having to prove anything, without needing the acceptance necessary of the others, the approval, the permission. So self-love is the antidote. Work your way towards this, and I will see you in the next video. Click the like button if you like this information. I appreciate very much you watching this video until the end, and take care of yourself. See you soon.
You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way.